Hey folks, it's Ben. We're back here again. We did the exterior plastic on the inner door here, but we do have a screen door. And thanks to our cats and or age, it has begun to fail. So we've got large gaps in the screen here and here where cats have climbed on it. And long story short, it's no longer safe for mosquitoes. They just kind of walk right in. So today's project is to actually replace the screen with a new one. So we're actually going to take the door off the wall, set it down on the ground, take everything off, re-square the door, apply the new pet resistant screen, which is a very thick plastic we've had a lot of luck with, reassemble everything and then reattach it there. We're planning on painting all the trim of the house a little bit later this year, so we're not going to paint this door. We're just going to get the new screen on it. So first thing for the screen door we've got to do is undo the spring, which is pretty easy to do. We'll just set that aside. Now it's T-braced, so that's handy. Next we're going to unscrew the hinges. Okay, now an alternate method obviously would be to pull the pin and leave each hinge on the door frame and such, but because these aren't really screwed in very well, I'm going to replace them with something a lot longer so they don't unscrew. I just undid them. So this is a metal screen, so my guess is that it was actually held down by the pieces of trim wood you see here. It might be stapled, but long story short, we'll be putting this back, but we're going to be stapling ours in, but you got to take it off. So now I'm going to go around and undo all the screws and get all the trim off of it. Okay, so we have the outer layer pulled off, and they did use staples, so good for them. We will too, but looks like, yeah, those are all their staples. They didn't. This isn't the second redo for the door. So you and your screwdriver and a pair of pliers, we're going to do our best to pull every single staple off of this frame. Okay. So, kind of in a reverse tactic of what I did the other time, this door is really bracketed, like a lot, to the extent that it's going to be hard to take everything apart, re-square it, and put it back in again. So I don't want to do that. So what I'll end up doing is using a turnbuckle and some cabling and probably pulling the door a little bit square. But I don't have any of that gear with me. I used to, but I lost it. So what we're going to do is screen the door in the hole like it's supposed to be. And then with the hopes that eventually I will turnbuckle this thing and it'll be fine again. So it's squished in the frame like I want it to be. So now I'm going to take my screen, actually I might as well do that now, lay it across the top, staple it down, and then staple it over the entire door frame area, just like it was before, making sure it's nice and tight. Then we'll put the trim pieces in, and then our door will be done. I'm going to re-secure these hinges with a lot deeper screw, so it gets into a little bit more wood than just the trim that it's currently based in now. that will help a little bit too. So. Okay, so we got it stapled. I didn't go as crazy with the staples as the previous people. Got a little bit of rot on the bottom as well, so we'll see how long this door goes. And this material is actually a lot more expensive than typical screen because it is cat proof, but I'm going to put the trim across it now. It's a lot thicker, so cats can technically climb it and not wreck it. We put it on our front screen. There may or may not be a video for that. I don't think there is. But anyway, it works really well. So now I'm going to put the trim on and then we're going to cut it. So let's do the trim. So I got a relatively sharp blade here. Didn't break on the... Anyway. I don't cut too deep here. Cool. There's our finished screen door. Looks just like the old door, except now it's black. It's not full of holes, and we'll keep the mosquitoes out. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I don't do this for a living, so I can help you as much as I can. Subscribe to our channel, Red Barn Homestead or Turbo 231, depending on which one you view this one on. And be sure to comment if you like it. I already said that. You should like it. Click the like button, that'd be cool. I love interaction with our people who watch YouTube videos. And I still need a good tagline, so have a good day.